this is Noreen from joyofcards.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, make sure you click that subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos release, which is about 2 a week. So anyway, I wanted to go over Rain or Shine, and this is a collection from the mini catalog, January to April 2023. And it's got all kinds of goodies here. First of all, you have these the cute stamp and die set that is just amazing. And then you've got these embellishments, these loose leaf daisies that are really cute. Totally grab those. We also have the Rain embossing folder. It comes out and looks like that. And beautiful paper, and I'm talking killer cute paper. I bought this set really for the paper. It was so neat and so versatile because there's so many things you can do with it, which I'll get to in a moment. So what I do like to do with a new set before I do a card, because there is a card coming up, so just hold on, is I like to stamp them out and see how they stamp, because not all stamps are created equal. And I had no problem stamping it with just the stamp and not using a stamparatus. So they really stamp out nicely. And then I go through all the dies here and I cut them all out just to kind of look and see what they do. Now I do put my dies on a magnet, and I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you go into the description of my video, you can click the more and show more and all that, and everything will pop up in this from this video. So like these magnets here, since I'm an Amazon affiliate, they are on my link, and an Amazon affiliate just takes a little bit of money out of Jeff Bezos' big huge pile of cash. So even if you click on something and you don't order anything, I actually get a little kickback, so it helps us small businesses do that. But these magnets are great because they fit right into the original sleeve. I just tape the flap backwards and hold them on like that. So these are really great. Now the dies do stamp and cut. So these are the items that stamp and cut right here. Now, the only thing that really layers is the kite. So the kite is the one thing that layers up, but out of these are the ones that stamp. Now, you can also take the beautiful paper and use your dies and cut things out. Like you can cut these clouds out. I cut this from this one right here. And then, of course, all the little characters, you can cut these out too, and they're so cute. So you can die cut on your DS paper. And then, of course, since these print out with these big openings, you can color. And I colored these, and they turned out really good. This is the DS paper here on my right, and this is the colored on my left. And these are great. So for the fox, I really did, foxes are orange, and I should know I have orange hair. So anyway, so when you are using your Stampin' Rights, and I didn't want to watercolor, because watercoloring to me is for stuff like this. I did this video just recently, and these turned out really good. I made little note cards. In fact, I have on my joyofcards.com site, I have a set of 10 of these on my store that you can buy. But joyofcards.com, go to shop. Shop Stampin' Up goes directly to my Stampin' Up site, and shop Joy of Cards. You can buy demo cards. You can buy these note cards. You can buy retired Stampin' Up stuff. Like as soon as this goes and gets on the retired list, guess what? I sell it. And I sell them, usually stamps and dies are like $12 plus shipping. So anyway, that's really good. But when you are doing your coloring, and I really do recommend you use the Stampin' Rights, the watercoloring, I just think of backgrounds. They're just cartoony. So also consider that we have other markers other than the Stampin' Rights. Or the Stampin' Blends. We have Stampin' Rights. So you got your Stampin' Blends, which are great, and Stampin' Rights. Now, sometimes the nibs on these things kind of go bad. So if you're in a pinch, the best thing is to grab the Stampin' Right, and they have a whole set of them with every color. There aren't all the colors in this one. The Stampin' Rights do, and they're not just for writing on stamps. I use them all the time. So if you're a demonstrator especially, get the big set of Stampin' Rights. They're absolutely great. So like on this one, I use the Stampin' Right in the pumpkin and the cherry cobbler and the black, because I made this little feet black. This is the pumpkin Stampin' Right. This is the cherry cobbler Stampin' Right. Now I use the SU900. Now we have all these new little fleshy colors now in the Stampin' Blend. So I used the SU900 and I used the light Mango Melody. Now on this one, I used the dark pumpkin and the dark Cajun, and I kind of blended them. I used the light mango for his jacket and hat, and the real red Stampin' Right for his hat, because you can get really kind of a different color out of these. They're generally darker, so they're fantastic. So don't forget, you have these in your arsenal to use. And then down to the bunny, I made a gray bunny, a brown bunny, and a blue bunny. So I thought they were really cute. So this one is light daffodil and light polished pink. I use light and dark balmy blue and light polished pink. And then the brown one, I use SU500 and SU400 for the brown, and then light and dark daffodil for his jacket, and light balmy blue, though that was the water. So the die cuts off the water on the stamp, because you do have this water below here, but when you die cut it, it cuts it off. So when you have the water, I do balmy blue. So, and then Flirty Flamingo is his pink there. And then for the gray one, I've got light smoky slate and light Flirty Flamingo, dark gray granite, and light and dark balmy blue for his jacket. Now the turtle turned out really cute. I love the turtle. So this one is light daffodil and light and dark Cajun craze. That's Cajun craze, which turns out, you know, more brown than anything, kind of like a reddish brown. And then light parakeet party and mango and polished pink. So all the light ones in there. This one is dark mango and dark parakeet and light polished pink for the flower there, and light and dark granny green, which is his shell. And then also on this one, the light mango, dark parakeet, light and dark granny green, and dark polished pink. So I think these turned out really well. Now let's make a card. I'm back. So I've got 5 cards to show you. This is such an easy set. I don't think there's really any reason for me to actually sit here and make a card with you, because it's very simple. So here's my first card. This is a Mango Melody base. It's just a 5.5 by 4.25. And by the way, all the dimensions and everything I use for all these cards are in the description of the video. So just go to the title, click down on a little arrow and the show more and all that other stuff, and everything will pop up, along with all my Amazon stuff. So my glass, my Stampin' Storage magnets, the folders for my paper, because I cut the DS paper up like you wouldn't believe. And these folders are amazing and keep all your scraps. So everything's in there. So don't just sit there and frantically write everything down. You're fine. So, so we've got the base, and then I put a shadow of Pacific Point. And then I took a piece of shimmery white because I was blending. And when you blend, it looks better on the shimmery white. And what I did is I embossed it first with the new Raindrops embossing folder. Now this one is not a 3D, so you don't need the 3D plate. So I embossed it first, and then I took a blending brush with Balmy Blue, and then I blended it. And doing it that way will get the raindrops darker, because if you do the trick of, you know, inking your folder and then running it through, since these raindrops are so far apart, it doesn't really work all that well. So this will do just fine. So that's how I made the raindrops brighter, is that I embossed it first and then I blended. And then I did the clouds in Pacific Point. I used the layering circles, and I did a lot of layering circles because the sentiment from the stamp set is just perfect for a circle. So I did the layering circles in white and Mango Melody. And then the kites, I just used the DS paper in white and put the little ribbons on its tails, and that's the front. And then the inside, I just did something really cute with Pacific Point and basic white. I colored in the flowers with dark polished pink, Mango Melody, and Old Olive, and the umbrella in Daffodil Delight in blending pen. So this is card number 1. Here's card idea number 2, and this is so cute. I used Flirty Flamingo, just the 5.5 by 4.25, and then I took a Balmy blue and I shadowed it, and then I took the DS paper and I used scalloped contours, just the big die here, because it's just kind of one of those cutesy little cards. And then I also used the little scallops from the layering circles and made the sentiment tag in basic white. You got DS paper here again. I stamped the flowers, and I used polished pink in the light and the dark, and I did every other petal in the different light or dark polished pink. And Mango Melody in the middle, Old Olive for the leaves. And then Mr. Turtle here, I showed you at the beginning of the video all the little colors I did with the Stampin' Rights. And then inside, I've got Balmy Blue, Mango Melody, and of course, I used scalloped contours again and did the little inside and just did the circle die with the circle dies on that DS paper for the bottom. So this is card number 2. Here's card idea number 3, and this is a Slimline card. So I put the dimensions in the body of my video, so go ahead and open that up next to the title and you can get all the dimensions here. But I used Flirty Flamingo again, and then Mango Melody, and then the DS paper, and then used those layering circles again and cut out the little dudes here, and used the die from the dies here and cut out the clouds that's on the DS paper, and use scallop contours again for the little sentiment tag here, and that's in Flirty Flamingo as well. And then I went all out on the inside. I thought it was just really cute. So I just used Balmy Blue and did the rain and did some flowers. And on the flowers this time, I just left every other one white on the petals. I thought that was kind of cute. And then just put in my my fox here from the beginning of the video, where I showed you all the colors that I use, because this is like a Stampin' Right. This isn't a blending pen. The cherry cobbler is that, and I think I used like the Stampin' Right for his feet for the black, and also for pumpkin pie, because it was just a little darker than the pumpkin pie. Also, if you have a problem with the nibs, you can always go to your Stampin' Right. But this is card idea number 3. Here's card number 4. This was going to be my favorite one, but the last card I made just turned out really, really good. So I made this number 4. So this is polished pink, and I shadowed it with white, and then I took that beautiful DS paper. I mean, that DS paper is killer. And then I die cut from the DS paper the bunny, and of course layering circles again, just because that sentiment was just so perfect for layering circles, so I used it. And then I made the kite out of polished pink and white, and it's just so cute. And this is the only card I actually used these loose daisy embellishments. I'm sure these will make another appearance on another card, because these are really cute. And then on the inside, I just did white, pink, polished pink and white, and did the flowers. But isn't that a cute card? I just really love the color. So this is card number 4. Here's the last card. Isn't this cool? And I don't know if the video does it any justice, but it's all layered up here. And what I did, this is an A6 card. So it is you take a 9 by 6 1/4, you score it at 4.5, and it's a little bigger. So what I did is I took Pacific Point, and then I've got the DS paper here, that just those raindrops, and I took the die from Basic Borders. It's this one right here. I just made a bunch of layers here. Now on this layer going this way and the one below it, I cut the paper, I measured it out, and I cut the die to here, and then I took it out and I flipped it and I cut it this way. So this piece under this here, under this layer, is an L. So I just L'd it out. So this one's just one piece, and it is layered using the foam adhesive strips. These are a little better sometimes when you're doing something long like this. I mean, dimensionals will be fine, but I use these a lot. So these are good to have in your little arsenal. But I put 2 layers of the strips right here on this one. And then the second layer is L'd, and I dimensional that one on the 3rd layer. And then there's a 4th layer as well. So there's 2 L shapes, and 2 of the ones just go straight across. And then, of course, I stamped and die cut the clouds. Now, what I also did on the clouds here, and this one as well, is I took my dauber, and I always take the daubers and I label them, and then I put them in my little box so I can always use them. But I did the edges with the dauber, and then I took some Balmy blue and I put a little Balmy blue on the edges. And this is all Balmy blue. It is not Pacific Point. It's Balmy blue on these edges. Now, the sentiment is in Pacific Point. I wanted something just a little darker and something to match the kite. So the kite's in Pacific Point, and then use the DS paper for the kite as well. But I thought that was a really cool technique, doing the dauber and then just going a little bit in on the clouds, and I did it to this as well. And then the inside, I just took the bunny that I blended that. I used the blending pens and did that, and he turned out so good. And this is smoky slate and gray granite for his body, and then his ears and nose, that is Flirty Flamingo, and then Balmy blue for his little jacket, and then I die cut out the little water. And I did the Balmy blue, Pacific Point, and white here. So let me know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe, please. And I put out videos twice a week, so stay tuned for my next one, and that'll do it for me. Thanks, bye.